Winona Ryder and David Harbour were in the middle of filming a scene for season 5 of Stranger Things when Mike Meyer wandered onto the set. Excuse me, Winona and David. Who is this? This is Mike. I know him through correspondence. What are you doing here, Mike? We're filming a scene for season 5 of Stranger Things. I want to show you something that lies beyond that door. What door? Do you see that door at the end of the field? Yeah, I've been seeing that door every day. The door appears and then suddenly vanishes. I want to show you what is beyond the door. Only I have access to the opening of the door. It's a door of perception. Well, the doors of perception. That's a book by Aldous Huxley. I'm a fan of his work. That's good. If you glean the meaning of that book, you should know that within the human mind, when the doors of perception are cleansed, humankind will see things as they really are. In this case, this particular door of perception that you see at the end of the field, which only I have access to, reveals a parallel reality to what you are seeing here. What kind of parallel reality? Let's take a look beyond the door. Mike, Winona, and David walk up to the door in the field. There's a door in the field that is suspended there, not attached to any other structure, wall, or building. It stands there, separate from any object. It's made up of mahogany, wood, and has a silver doorknob. Okay, here we are. By the way, Winona and David, I want to tell you that this situation that is taking place as we speak is going to be an episode of Stranger Things. What? We have the script in front of us. I thought that everything for the scene was what was in the script. I had a talk with the Duffer Brothers. I had an idea to present to them. I told them about the door in the field and how it is a door of perception in the human mind. They told me they saw it. My idea for them was to start filming this scene between you and Winona and have me come by and interrupt it to show you what's beyond the door in the field. The dialogue that we have that comes out naturally completes the scene. So this is all being filmed for the scene. The scene is what began with the scripted dialogue that you performed and what is being said now. This scene is going to be titled The Door in the Field. Let's take a look at what's beyond the door. Michael opens up the door and they see a realm where a parallel narrative of Stranger Things is taking place. Take a look. What is this? It looks like the set of Stranger Things. It is the set of Stranger Things. It is a parallel narrative of Stranger Things. Fans of Stranger Things can only watch the scenes of Stranger Things parallel narrative through the door in the field. Only I have access to the door in the field. If they want to see Stranger Things in its entirety, not just Stranger Things, but Stranger Things and beyond, they can only watch it through the door of the field. Can we take a look at what's presently taking place in Stranger Things and beyond? Sure, take a look. They look beyond the door in the field and can see a scene that is taking place in Stranger Things and beyond. In this scene, Joyce Byers is driving in her car on the highway at high speed and trying to escape the clutches of aliens. There's been a series of alien abductions in town, and she is among the few people who haven't been abducted. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. All of a sudden, she sees the alien spaceship that has been hovering a few hundred feet above her car travel back into space. Wow, that was incredible. I'll stop by tomorrow if you want to see more. Sure. They talked that afternoon about many topics. They had a wonderful evening. The cast of Stranger Things reassembled the next day at the same location for a new scene. They felt an ominous presence. Um, wait a minute. Felt an ominous presence. They begin filming a new scene when again Mike Meyer wanders out of the set. Good morning. How are you people? We're fine. Why are you interrupting another scene today? I came here to tell you that I talked to the Duffer Brothers about an idea that I had. What's your idea? My idea is that if we can have a competition for fans of Stranger Things. Stranger Things of season 5. When season 5 of Stranger Things comes out, they're going to see the Door in the Field episode. Into the realm beyond the door in the field, where there is a parallel narrative for Stranger Things taking place, I have wandered and met the actors who portray the characters. These people are sort of counterpart to the real life human beings such as Winona Ryder and David Harbour, who portray the characters in Stranger Things in this realm. There are only subtle differences in the personalities. You would have to see the subtle differences, for example, in the real life Winona Ryder, and the other realm Winona Ryder, and the real life David Harbour, in the other realm David Harbour, to distinguish them. My idea is that we could switch some of the people in the real life realm where Stranger Things is taking place for the people who portray the characters in the other realm Stranger Things. Whichever fan guesses which characters have been switched gets to be a new character that I have written into the script. I like the idea. I like it too. Thanks, Winona and David. I'll see you tomorrow. They went home and had a wonderful evening. Winona Ryder and David Harbour are assembling in the field where a new scene of Stranger Things is taking place when Mike Myers suddenly wanders out of the set. I'm so relieved to see you people. What do you mean you're relieved? I'm relieved because I can see that you are safe. Safe from what? Safe from the aliens. In the realm beyond the door in the field where the parallel narrative of Stranger Things is taking place. What are the aliens conspiring? The aliens in the parallel narrative have found out about our narrative that exists in tandem with their narrative. They know that there is a door in the field here on the set of Stranger Things through which they can enter from their side in order to enter our realm. They haven't found it yet. Why do they want to enter our realm? For starters, these aliens from planet Chandiku are from planet Chandiku. On planet Chandiku, there's a dying off of the population. Many years ago, the aliens had evolved into a type of subspecies with powers of clairvoyance, telekinesis, quantum teleportation, and deep insight into higher order existence. Lately, the aliens have been not getting along. They've not been getting along. The male aliens at planet Chandiku have become disinterested with the female aliens and have become interested in human females here on planet Earth. In particular, they have been fancying certain females that they have been observing on the set of Stranger Things. They want to take some of the female characters from Stranger Things to planet Chandiku to mate with them in order to spawn a human-alien hybrid race that they believe would be the combination of perfected physical beauty, as in the case of human beings, and perfect mental acuity, as in the case of aliens. Do you know of any particular cast members of Stranger Things the aliens want to mate with? They must be in their 20s. No younger and no older. They must be what they deem to be of a genetically superior human physical form. Also, I should mention that they could either be cast members or any people involved in any way with the show. This includes directors, producers, choreographers, film editors, makeup people, caterers, accountants, executives, wardrobe coordinators, and anybody who works for any company that either supplies products of Stranger Things or provides services to them. That's something I'm glad you told us about. Yeah. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye. They went to their respective homes and had a wonderful evening. They got up early the next day to go to the set of Stranger Things. Mike Meyer was standing in the field watching them, waiting for them. Good morning, Winona. Good morning, David. And what kind of an emotional state are you in this morning? Good morning, Mike. I'm doing wonderful. So am I. Do you people notice anything different about the field this morning? Looks exactly the same this morning to me. Let me look further. There is a slight difference in the field this morning. This difference, though subtle, may be indicative of profound existential ramifications. I think I know what the difference is. Take a look at the door in the field. The door handle, when you are facing the door, was always on the right side. Now it's on the left side. Either somebody was able to reverse the door, or there is some other explanation. I believe the latter to be true. The aliens in the parallel narrative of Stranger Things want actresses from the cast of Stranger Things in their 20s for mating purposes. My theory is somehow we have been teleported to the parallel narrative of Stranger Things in order that the aliens can abduct cast members to mate with them, to form their supreme race of alien human hybrids. That would also explain why the doorknob is on the left side of the door and not the right side. We have somehow been we've been somehow ushered beyond the door in the field by the aliens in order that they are able to trap us and attempt to abduct females from Stranger Things, females in their 20s, to mate with them. We need to see to it that they don't succeed in such heinous machinations. No cast member, no cast member from Stranger Things shall ever mate with an alien in the realm where the parallel narrative of Stranger Things takes place. How do we get back to concrete reality from here? The aliens seem to have powers that are on a transcendent level, and any resistance that they get in a physical form is ineffective. We are up against a lot. We must find a way to harness the same transcendent power that they have. All of a sudden, a cast member from Stranger Things, a girl in her 20s named Susie, walks up to them. Hi, people. I'm Susie Isidore. Do you people want to get back onto the set of Stranger Things? Yes. Susie easily opens up the door and lets them in. While the door is open, Susie speaks to them. A few of us have decided to mate with the aliens. What? Are you crazy? Don't mate with the aliens. I am convinced that I was born of alien spawn in another life. I shall return to them. You were not born of alien spawn. Don't mate with the aliens, Susie. It's too late. I'm pregnant. Oh, Susie, what has gotten into you? Apparently, alien seed. Susie closes the door. Susie needs to come back to. I have a feeling that Susie might be lying. I think that maybe she wasn't impregnated by aliens. Let's just finish our work for the day. Sure. Mike, David, and one, along with the rest of the cast members, finish another scene for Stranger Things. They proceeded to have a wonderful evening. They get up the next day to start another scene in Stranger Things. They were about to commence filming a new scene when Susie Isidore emerged onto the set from beyond the door. Good afternoon. Hi, Susie. What are you doing here? I've got something to tell you. I was just kidding about being impregnated by the aliens. I tricked the aliens into thinking that I was impregnated by them in order to be able to teleport back into concrete reality. They allowed me back into the concrete reality on the condition that I would bring back women in their 20s to mate with the aliens. We're happy that you're back, Susie. I'm happy to be back too. How are the aliens going to respond when they find out that you have fled from their realm? I don't know how they're going to respond. They have a more limited set of actions that they can take. I sealed up the door so that they are going to have a hard time getting through it. How'd you seal up the door? While I was there, in the realm where the parallel narrative to Stranger Things takes place, that door was the only concrete object that existed in that realm that was connected to material reality and not strictly a part of the non consensual reality that comprises the rest of the objects. I was able to convert the door paradoxically into a material object existing here in concrete reality and an immaterial object in their realm. How'd you do that? By being able to mentally envision each element that physically comprises the door and transfer it completely into my mind, while at the same time projecting that image on a strictly immaterial level into the realm where parallel narrative takes place. When I got back here, I took the door with me and put it back in the field where it was and left them there with the immaterial door. It's amazing. All of a sudden, they heard the door handle on the door being turned. It seems as though maybe the aliens have found a way to the door. I'm not sure how the aliens got to the door. I'll have to examine the situation. You better. The aliens have immense powers. We have to outsmart them. The next day arrives, and Mike Meyer, Millie Bobby Brown, Winona Ryder, and David Harbour are rehearsing dialogue that they have been given. Mike Meyer has been given a job as a writer and a new character in Stranger Things. All of a sudden, a 1984 Chevy Camaro pulls up close to them. Inside the car is Winona Ryder at the wheel, Mike Meyer in the passenger seat, and David Harbour and Millie Bobby Brown in the back seat. The cast members, other than the aforementioned, seem very confused by the situation. These people look exactly like Mike Meyer, Millie Bobby Brown, Winona Ryder, and David Harbour. So who are the real Mike Meyer, Millie Bobby Brown, Winona Ryder, and David Harbour? I need to inform you people that this isn't the real set of Stranger Things. The aliens from the realm where the parallel narrative of Stranger Things takes place are in the disguise of Mike Meyer, Millie Bobby Brown, Winona Ryder, and David Harbour. They brought you here to this field in order to seduce female cast members in their 20s to go beyond the door in their realm to mate with them. The cast members okay. Look at who they thought were Mike Meyer, Millie Bobby Brown, Winona Ryder, and David Harbour in a state of puzzlement. Susie Isidore speaks up. How are we to know for sure who the real Mike Meyer, Millie Bobby Brown, Winona Ryder, and David Harbour are? For all we know, you people in the Camaro could be the aliens in disguise. Winona Ryder looks at them with an intensely foreboding stare. If you follow your instincts, along with your human rationality, you will arrive at the conclusion that they are the aliens. Come with us to the set. With that, the green and silver 1984 Chevy Camaro with thick tires and chrome wheels drove off frantically, heading for some speculative set of Stranger Things. Susie Isidore started talking to a friend of hers, Penelope Talbot, about the situation. What do you think about the situation, Penelope? Got a tricky situation. The people in the Camaro could have been the aliens, but it is just as plausible that they are the aliens. I want to continue acting as a character in Stranger Things without getting abducted by aliens and taken to another realm to mate with them. We better figure out which is the real set of Stranger Things. These people seem so much like Mike Meyer, Winona Ryder, Millie Bobby Brown, and David Harbour. It's uncanny. So do the people in the Camaro. I know the people in the Camaro do seem legitimate too. Why don't we just finish off our day of acting? Tomorrow, we'll see if the Camaro comes back. Sure. They finished the day of acting and had a wonderful evening.